So we're back with another video. It's a beautiful day. I thought, I might as well make a video outside. Have I done that on this channel? I don't think so. Actually, I have a while ago. Probably one of my first videos. What did it do? Like 100 views? It's all good. 100 people is a lot. Imagine 100 people in your room, in your house. You'd probably get evicted. So, yeah, this journey has been, I don't know how to explain it. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but I have a strong feeling it's going to work. I've been so consistent that I've seen results. Obviously, like, the results I want to see is like $1 million bank wire or something, or like, a big check. Meetings at the table with big influencers, big company owners. Are we there yet? No, but it's a possibility, So that is why I have this journal. It looks like a Bible. It looks like something that like you would just like see, like discover in the attic. You're like, wow, what is this? And then it has like the secrets to everything. And that's why I bought it. It looks like a Bible. Just looks interesting. I don't know. This is my style. Anyways, I'm gonna open it. And I wrote down this morning, 10 things I wish I knew before it was too late. That is probably gonna be the title of this video. 10 things I wish I knew before it was too late. The first thing I put: always keep God first. Keep God the center of everything. And I would always have that in my mind, but now that I'm really thinking about it, I feel like I never actually did that. There'd be good days I was locked in with God, but then the next day I let work stress me out too much. I missed the prayer. I missed keeping God the center of everything. And this one girl that keeps up with my YouTube channel, shout out to her. She would always say, keep God the center of... Oh, you hear the little birdie? See, life is just so beautiful, bro. But she would always tell me, keep God the center of everything you do. Keep God first. And that really had me thinking. I'm like, you're right. Like, I told myself I would keep God the center of everything, but in reality, I was just lying to myself. I was doing nothing to please God. Yeah, I was working hard, but I didn't keep God the center of it. So, maybe that's why God doesn't answer your prayers, because you're not keeping God the center of what you're doing. So, I've been having a lot of struggles lately, and now I'm really thinking it's on me, because I didn't keep God the center of it. It's on me because I wasn't seeing results. And the thing is, what's crazy? When I do see results, that's the most closest I feel with God, but I need to feel close. I need to have that same feeling with God 24/7, not just when I see results. I know those results are from God rewarding me for my hard work, but I need to have faith in God while I'm in the trenches. So, yeah, I might get tired from work, and I might skip a prayer just because I'm tired. Like, I'd be disappointed in myself. Put God at the center of everything you do. Hopefully it's good things that you do, not bad things. But the hard work you're putting in, put God the center of that, and you will see results. Now, the second thing: always prepare for the worst to come. So, lately in my life, everything I do work for, everything I'm working for, it's always to prepare for the worst to come. But I know doom is coming one day. I'm not talking about end of the world doom. That's gonna happen one day. I can't worry about that. But I'm talking about like my car break down. Something happens with a family member. Something happens to me. Something happens to my health. Just something bad happens to me. I'm preparing for moments like that. I'm preparing for somebody to do me wrong. I'm preparing for somebody to backstab me. That's how I live every day. I was talking to somebody last night. They were like, 2 years ago, when we were talking, you seemed emotionally unavailable, like you had your eye out. And I'm like, wow, you're low-key right. She asked me if I was heartbroken from somebody. I don't know, I probably was. But that's how I live my life. And that's not really, now that I'm like explaining it this way, it doesn't really sound like a good thing. But that's how I live my life. Always prepare for the worst to come. Prepare for somebody to do you wrong. Prepare for your life to get worse, because it can get worse. I remember in my high school in my senior year, bro, I was going through anxiety, depersonalization, health issues, like all of the above. And then when I got through those obstacles, 2 years later, I went through another bad spiral in my life, and it was worse than that. And I was like, wow, I thought I couldn't get worse, but it did. So every day I live, every day I work, it's to prepare for the worst to come. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So the third thing I put, never get too comfortable and never love yourself too much. So what do I mean by never get comfortable? Well, I'm not gonna lie, I noticed a lot of my people I know downfall is getting too comfortable with a woman, getting too comfortable with drugs, getting too comfortable with the job they're working. They just get too comfortable and they accept that. And next thing you know, years and years go by, you haven't made no progress with your life. Yeah, never get too comfortable, never love yourself so much. You know, I always see people, you gotta love yourself. Motherfucker, how can I love myself? I'm working a dead-end job, working overnight, not seeing the results I want to see. I can't love myself. That's why I'm working to the point where I see those results. Maybe I could love myself then. In reality, the only thing you should love is God. Like, why would you idolize yourself in the first place? This is my POV. The people that always say love yourself, whether it's online or in person, that are of people I know, they're not doing shit with their lives. They live the same day every day. They're not trying to achieve nothing. They're just comfortable in the position they are. And their excuse is to love yourself. Bro, you gotta grow some balls and like look at yourself in the mirror like, damn, I hate myself. I hate my life. I have to change it. It's not bad to hate something. It is bad to hate something, but like, it's not bad to have the feeling. It's not bad to have the feeling of hatred towards yourself, as long as you're gonna do something to improve it. And the fourth thing I put, majority of the things you do should evolve around building a foundation for your future. Now, what do I mean by that? Honestly, the whole explanation is that sentence. So, you know how in the other rules or whatever I said, prepare for doom to come? Well, I'm also preparing for my future. You know, I want to have 10 kids. I know that's a lot, you know, but I want to have 10 kids, bro. I want to save my bloodline. You know, I feel like my family, I'm not going to say, I don't want to be rude, but I feel like my family could do so much better. My bloodline could do so much better. And I want to be that image, that proof that it's possible. You know, a lot of my cousins don't have kids. You know, I don't think any of them have kids. That's why I want to have 10. You know, I want to save my bloodline. That's how much love I have for my family. That I'm willing to have 10 kids and repopulate with our blood. I know that sounds like some fucking alpha male guru bullshit, but dead ass. Like, that's one of the things too. And then also, I don't want my wife to work. You know, I think a lot of bad things come when your wife is working, like at least a bullshit job. You know, if she's working a good job and she's providing as well, that's good. But I don't want my wife to work. You know, I feel like my wife should live a perfect, happy life, not a fucking job. So that's that. And then my future wife, you're watching this, this is what I'm working for. Ooh, this is a good one. If you have the slightest feeling that somebody is holding you back, trust your instincts and move on. So if you have a feeling that somebody is holding you back, that feeling is 99% correct. So before this YouTube channel, I had a group YouTube channel, and all it took was one person for the whole ship to sink. Like, I would always see online, it's easy to make it if you have a group or a foundation, like building with each other. And that's why I try to trust that little group. I try to trust that thing we was doing, and all it did was just waste my time. I wasted like almost a year of my fucking life trusting in that fucking bullshit, fucking having faith in somebody that wasn't doing shit with their life. So that's on me. And I didn't start seeing results with my YouTube channel. I didn't start seeing results with my life until I cut that person off. So, you know, things happen for a reason. So that's just an example. So if you have a gut feeling that somebody is holding you back, you're probably correct, because there's no reason you should have that type of feeling. And if somebody has that type of feeling towards you, then you got to get your life together, because I probably never felt somebody is holding me back like that many times. Usually I have the feeling like I got to get him together. I had to get him to lock in. Like I want to build something with him. That's the type of feelings I be feeling towards people. But when I feel somebody holding me back, that's I don't even feel that feeling like that. So if you have that feeling, I'm assuming like we're similar. If you have that feeling, trust your instinct immediately, cut that person off, and you will do better. So next thing, if you are consistent day after day, month after month, year after year, you will see results. So obviously I've been very consistent with this YouTube channel, and we're at how many subs? 516. I actually lost a sub today, which is kind of crazy. I mean, how do you unsubscribe to somebody? You know, when I see somebody I'm subscribed to and I don't like a video, I don't unsubscribe. It's not Instagram. You know, who cares about how many people you follow? So that's some hoe shit. But yeah, anyways, so I've been so consistent with the business that I'm working on. You know, I'm gonna talk about the business a little bit more in my YouTube videos, but I've been so consistent, bro. I've been texting, you know, creators with 100K, millions. I've been creating like so they can use our platform. I've been creating their profiles. You know, I've been creating videos. I've been creating content for the company. You know, I've been designing. I've been doing a lot of things, and you know, I'm starting to see results. I'm not gonna lie. I've profited. Has it been a lot of profit? Not really. Not at all. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, how much have I profited? Like I want to say like 250. Like maybe 250. So, you know, for the amount of work I've been doing, is 250 good? No, but I'm thinking longer term, because I know day after day, month after month, year after year, it's going to work. I've already seen progress in the day to day, month to month. I've already profited month to month. So imagine a year to a year, year to year to year. Where the fuck will I be? You never know. I might be a fucking millionaire. Like in the future, somebody might clip this up and say before and the after is like me in a fucking nice car and a nice house off that company, or maybe off this YouTube channel. I'm not sure. You know, I don't know what the future holds, but you will see results if you are consistent. It's impossible to not see results, and if you don't see results, then that means you're just being consistently ass. You know, it's kind of hard to be consistently ass, because I would assume somebody's telling you, bro, this is not gonna work, this is ass, this idea is terrible. And you know how many times I've gotten that in my life? That's why I keep real people around me. That's why I'm glad I got a mentor and my partner telling me the real, telling me, oh, this won't work, oh, I don't like this, I don't think this person would like that, because now I'm seeing from their POV and like, maybe you're right. I gotta get better. I gotta build on top of that criticism. So another reason I like to keep real ones around me, because they are honest. You know, I figured out that a lot of people are not honest with their homeboys. Like, I've seen one of my homeboys go insane because he was so delusional about his craft. Whether it was good or bad, his friends were not honest with him. His other side of friends, they were not honest with him. And I seen that person lose their mind because people was not honest with him. Literally lost their mind. And they probably still don't see it. But that's why I keep real ones around me. Be honest with me, so I don't fall off, so I could get better. You know, matter of fact, just because you were honest with me, and if I make it, you're gonna come with me. That's the mindset I have. So yeah, that's crazy. I literally seen somebody go insane because their homeboys were not honest with them. That's another thing too. Being consistently ass, that shit is gonna make your life worse. You know, being consistent, it seems like a positive thing, but if you're consistently ass, not making no improvements, doing the same thing over and over again, you're gonna ruin your life. You could be doing some slight, consistent ass shit. You're just gonna ruin your life if you're consistently ass. That's all I'm gonna say. And you never know. Somebody might think I'm consistently ass at this YouTube channel. I might be. That's why I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to improve. Video after video, I'm trying. So, you know, if you watch it this far into the video, let me know. Is this video consistently ass? Am I consistently ass? Do I need to do better? Please tell me, because I need more real ones in my circle. You know, actually, I don't really have a circle no more. I got a couple homeboys, and we locked in. And that homeboy, he be honest as fuck with me. You know, I explained the business idea to him, and he was like, bro, it sounds too good to be true. Like, it sounds like you have to do a lot of work. I'm like, bro, you low-key, like, I'm listening. I'm like, you're low-key right. I'm also explaining to him, like, I'm willing to do the extra hard work in the beginning stages, because if we scale this brand, this platform to millions, then the hard work I did when it was just me and my partner, it was worth it. But he had valid questions, he had valid advice, because he is also a business owner. He has a clothing brand. So I took his advice into consideration. So now I'm starting to talk to my partner about his advice. He's like, like that. Those are good questions. Those are valid questions. So that's why you need real ones in your circle. Except that's like my only homeboy for real that I talk to on a daily basis. So that's not even a circle. It's more of like a 1v1 ISO or some shit. But yeah, the seventh thing I put, I talked a lot on that part. But the seventh thing I put, take care of your health. So early in the video, I said I was going through depersonalization, anxiety, autoimmune issues. Well, that's because I wasn't taking care of my health or my mental health. I honestly think majority of physical conditions come from your mental. Just from your brain stressing your body out so much. I think that's literally what happened to me. I think I stressed my body so much, I think I stressed my mind, nervous system so bad with anxiety, depersonalization. I don't like to say the word PTSD, bro, or trauma, but by the scientific dictionary, that. And I think that's what really caused my body just to shut down. I started having kidney issues, started having gut issues, I started having autoimmune issues, insomnia. I'm only 17. I was only 17, bro. Going through all that. I wanted to end my life. I wanted to. I just didn't have the balls to do it. And I'm glad I didn't have the balls to do it. I literally wanted to end my life because I didn't take care of my health. Because I was stressing about something that happened to me like months before that was traumatic. I was stressing over it. My body just couldn't handle it anymore. And I learned the hard way. That's when I learned who the real ones were. That's when I learned that nobody's going to come and save you. All the doctors I were going to, they didn't give a fuck. They just want to get paid. They're on to the next patient. Hey, take these pills. I'll see you at this time. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to take these pills. Matter of fact, I'm going to flush these hoes down the toilet. How you just going to, I'm literally suffering, and you're just going to give me pills and not really listen to what I'm really going through? The blood results say right there I'm fucked up. The blood results said my thyroid is messed up. And you're just going to, on to the next patient, give me some pills, on to the next patient. I'm like, bro, there's got to be something more to what is happening to me. And that's when I started locking in with my health. That's when I figured out it's really all on you. And I started eating healthy. I cut off junk food, started taking herbs, fasting. Next thing you know, my thyroid shrinking. Next thing you know, I'm not having that tingly feeling no more. I'm sleeping again. My kidneys were filtering. My gut issues were gone. All because I knew this shit was on me. All because I knew that motherfuckers wasn't coming to save me. And I be trying to tell other people that, but they always rely on some outer source to help them. Bro, you only have yourself and God. In the Bible, it says herbs are for the healing of the nations. And bro, when I talk like this, people think I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I'm assuming if you watch this video that you're open-minded, especially if you're this far into the video. I know it's kind of sad how I see my my retention. It's not that good, but I understand it. I'm a nobody. I don't have that much money. I don't have a crazy lifestyle yet. I don't have a bunch of girls to show you, and I will never do that because that is not me. And yeah, it's all on you. Your health, your business, your life, your wife, your kids, it's all on you. The last thing I put, God is the first and the last. In the Bible, it says, I'm the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last. So that's why I put it last. You get it? I put God first. And I put it last too, because He is the first and the last. So I think that's really it for this video. Hopefully I didn't stutter a lot. I know I did. But forgive me, I'm gonna get better, Hopefully I quit this overnight soon. Hopefully, if I can get another job that's kind of decent, that's not as stressful. I mean, this job not really stressful, it's just the overnight part. And also it's far, bro. I'm like, damn. I understand why people drive hella far for work. There's no work in your city for real. So
Yeah.
So if you made it this far into the video, all I can say is keep God in your life, never end your life. Pursue something. You know, you only live once. Start something new. Start a business. Start that channel. Start creating content. Don't be lazy. Don't watch Netflix all day. Don't do drugs all day. Don't smoke all day. You know, smoking, all that's going to do is just make you comfortable with your life. Oh, like, I only smoke because, like, I'm numb to the pain or some shit. Shut the fuck up, bro. Bro, I feel pain every day. Bro, the craziest thoughts be going through my mind all the time. And I'm raw dogging it. You know how I distract myself? Working hard on this business. Making this YouTube video. That's how I distract myself. If you want to distract yourself by injecting the devil's lettuce, come on, fam. You better than that. Bro, you could have been rich. You could have been conquered the world. But no, you let a little plant stop you. Come on, twin. Come on.